Hey, Darla. How are you guys doing? Hi, Amanda. Has it been a long weekend for you guys? This weekend seemed to go forever. Oh, maybe it was just me. Oh, it seemed like, is it ever going to end? Get stuff out of the way. Hi, Lane. Did you guys go to all the crazy sales this weekend? I went to one for about 5 minutes and then I left. I just happened to sneak in and there was something that interested me. And so I said, I'm out of here. So I just got it and I left. Hi, Kathleen. Yeah, see, there's Erin. She knows what I mean. I went in like a stealth and go, I think I need that. Whew, I was gone. I know the sales now. In one way, it's good. I mean, because I'm all for, a variety. So in that sense, you have a lot of different sellers, and then you have the sublet sellers and the sublet let sellers. So you're getting a really nice variety of stuff. So that's really cool. But, then some of us don't have self-control, and that's not good. Oh, Kathleen, well, she's still awake. That's early over there where Kathleen is. I keep forgetting where everybody is. What time? Kathleen, well, I don't know what time she goes to bed, but it's early. I go to bed when I'm just like done. I'm like done. Either done thinking or done working or done playing. I go, okay, time to go to bed. Well, I'm with you guys. If I go to the sales, I like the self-control too. So I just, I have like maybe two or three sales on mute and I'm doing other stuff. And if my peripheral vision sees something that halfway interests me, I might go check it out. Um, Otherwise, I don't bother because I'm going to find something everywhere that's interesting, but it's got to be like, and honestly, the only thing I get are things that I put in the kits anyway. I'm not like buying stuff for myself, or buying stuff and then just putting it away and never looking at it. Everything I get, you guys end up getting it in your kits. So, um, yeah. Lily says she's not going to bed. She just ate dinner. What are you guys talking about? Come on, let's get real. Oh yeah, it's been hot. Hasn't it been hot everywhere? It's crazy. And they've been getting all these brownouts in California, and then you've got the fires everywhere. Oh, right, Kathleen, we need nothing. I'm surprised you're awake, Aaron. I guess because you're still wound up, right? I thought, oh, you'd be so pooped, you'd just be laying down. Well, I had an extra fun day today because I had a play date with some of my friends that don't get to come over anymore. And so that was fun. We played for, I don't know, maybe about 3 hours or so and just did dumb stuff and talked and reminisced and had a good time. So that was a nice diversion for me. They got some new fires just a while ago over in Colorado now. So not good. You have all that dry brush in the mountains and all of that. Oh. Oh, so Aaron is chilling. Very good. I wish I liked beer. I don't like beer at all. I can't stand it. There's nothing appealing about it. And during the summertime when it's really hot and somebody gets like a really good what they think is a good tasting beer and I see the delight, in them drinking that cool beer and I go, "Man, I wish I could enjoy that." Yeah, Kathleen, there's so much fuel underneath all the dry brush under the grass. Even if the grass is green, who knows how many years of dry brush is underneath all that stuff. That's where it gets really crazy. I remember when I was in California, we were building a home and my house almost burned down before it was built. The the fire came so close. The house was it was going to be stuccoed, and when you stucco a house, if you're not familiar with it, you put this black paper, all the way around the exterior of the house before you start putting the various layers. And at least that's old school. They probably do it different now, but anyway, that black paper melted. Fortunately, nothing caught on fire, but just to show the intensity, because that paper, has it's not it's got a coating on it. I'm not really sure what the coating is. I forget what it. I used to know what the coating was. Can't remember now, but that's how close the fire came and how hot it was. It just melted that paper off the framing off of that house. No, I don't think it's tar paper. Tar paper would be on the roof, but I don't think it's a different kind of a paper that they put underneath the stucco. But it was a mess. It was scary, really scary, because my husband and I got in the car because my parents um had another house that was they were building it to sell it on a nearby lot and and so we it was coming down the hill. It was on a hillside. So in my mind it was going to hit the house that my parents were constructing before it would ever get ours. But as those of you that have been around fires, a wind comes, blows an amber somewhere, and before you know it, it lands, and that's it. It's just a free for all. It just keeps going, and that's what happened. The wind was whipping up. Those of you that live in, Southern California, those Santa Ana winds, and it just goes woo, and and yeah, it almost burned our place, and it was completely, diverted from my parents. But oh well. Sharon's not working. Yay! Yay for Sharon. Hey Tamar, how you doing? Vicky, how are you? Did I already say hi to Lily? I read Lily, but I forget if I said hello. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to read. Rosemary, what did you do on the live the other night? It was deleted. I don't know. What did we do? Did I say something naughty and it got deleted? You know what? They all blur into one night. I do not know what we Oh, I know. Um, I think. Now I totally forget. There was one night where the electricity kept turning off and on, and finally we lost power altogether. And so I think that video was kind of all messed up, and it was just a mess. So I think I deleted it. If that's the same night, I don't remember. I can't remember now. Oh, good night. Oh, okay. That's right. Is anyone awake? Okay, I'm trying to think. Oh my goodness. I'm losing it, you guys. Oh, I remember now. I completely remember. I remember. We were having, okay, I stay up late all the time anyway. I work in the studio here. And we did not have forecasted that we were going to have rain or anything. And so I was getting ready. I wrapped it up, as far as what I was doing, and I was going to start to head out when I saw that it started to rain, and it was raining kind of hard. And I'm thinking, what the heck's going on here? Why is it raining so hard? And I did not want to get soaking wet. I mean, when I say it was raining hard, I would have been soaked by the time I got to the house, and because I didn't have anything for the rain. So I thought, I'll just wait a little bit. Because usually when it rains here, it just comes through and then that's it. So I waited, and it got harder, and then it was wind, and then it was scary. And so I turned on the TV and go, what is going on? Well, we were on a full-fledged some kind of weather alert thing, and you know, the TV was on, the news was on in our area, alerting us to every little thing that was going on. And so I thought, well, I don't know what time it was. It was 3 o'clock in the morning or something. And I thought, I'm going to see if anybody's awake. So I just went live, but then the lights are going off and on, and we were doing dumb stuff. And then it just died completely. And I was stuck here sitting in the dark going, and then the power came back on, and the news said that the weather was going to clear up. It was going to pass us. It'd be past us in about maybe 15 minutes. So I decided just to clean up whatever I was doing and waited those couple of 15 minutes, hoping the lights wouldn't go off so I could finish cleaning up. And then as soon as the rain was just really kind of, slowing down, then I ran. And so I think it was, we didn't do nothing. We just chit chatted. So I thought, eh. And plus, it was going in and out, and I was going, "Do you hear that? Do you hear that?" And so, yeah. So I just I dumped it. I dumped it. So anyway, I got to play with Shannon today, which was super duper fun because, like I said, we haven't, and then nobody's been able to come over, since, gee, I don't know. It's been a while because her work schedule changed, and then we were getting, it seemed like every weekend we were getting kind of bad weather during like the winter time. And so we didn't connect then. And then as soon as the weather started getting nice, then the COVID happened. So it's probably been since like around November that the ladies haven't been over. And so we decided just to have a virtual play today, and we had some fun. Fear of missing out. No, Darla, trust me, you didn't miss out on anything except me going, "Oh, did you hear that? Oh, did you hear that? Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh." That's all you missed out on. So for those of you that know Shannon Green, you can drool. Yes, we got to play together today. That was a lot of fun. And we were trying to remember how we really met. I know how the conversation was going on. I'm not saying anything out of school here because she's talked about it, but her daughter is engaged, and their wedding had to be postponed because of the COVID. They weren't there in California, and they couldn't have any more than X amount of people. The wedding was supposed to have been, I forget, it was March or April or something like that. They just missed it by weeks, from when they put all the restrictions there in California. And but anyway, her daughter met um met her okay, let's see. Her daughter met her fiance online. And so, they were kind of commenting about, oh, isn't that kind of weird? I guess that's how young people do it now, and all this kind of stuff and everything. And I said, excuse me, but the three of us met each other online, and now we're friends. So what are you talking about? Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? So I think it was good enough for us. It's good enough for them. They've gotten to know each other for a couple of years, in real life. So not so weird. That's just how it's done. That's just how it's done. See, Darla hasn't had her group over since March either. Yeah. A couple ladies had come before then, but for all of us to be like, usually what would happen is it'd be at least like 4 or 5 of us, um, maybe sometimes more, but at least that, right? And then probably in February something, it was just like 2 of us, because like I said, the weather was really bad. So it was like 2 of the ladies that lived closer to me. Because some of those ladies would drive an hour to get over here. So it wasn't just, jumping in their car and getting over real fast. It took an hour. And then of course they got to drive home. And then at that time the sun goes down earlier. So that means, if things are going to ice up, they ice up earlier. So it was just, it just really wasn't conducive. So that was kind of sad. But anyway, so we've just like given in to, the new way of doing things, trying to enjoy it instead of boohooing about it. But anyway, my main reason for showing up is because I know you guys have been hearing me like a broken record that I want to get the workshop done. I want to get the workshop done. I hope I can get the workshop done. Well, hello, I have the workshop done. It's done. It's uploaded. I've done the promo thing. And if you guys are in the Caboodle group, I just now, before I went on, I put on there an announcement announcement that it's up and running. I put the 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 link to the promo. It's not on YouTube for public. It's only on unlisted, and the promo is only for unlisted, and it's only in the group. And the reason I did that is because you guys have been so supportive with the group and everything that I wanted to give you guys a discount. And the only way that I could figure how to do that is if I only posted it in the group, allowed you to take advantage of that discount. I've also created a group just for the workshop. So if you buy the workshop, what I do is then I will add you to that Facebook group, and there will be the link in there to the whole workshop inside of it. I know I've gotten workshops before, and I'm always losing the link and always losing the password and drive myself crazy. So all you have to do is just go into, hi, Lucia. Another California girl. California? I think I know you're West Coast. I forget. Maybe you're not California. I know you're West, though. Anyway, so you guys can, so then the link will be there to the entire workshop. And then I'm offering that for the next 24 hours. And then I'll have the promo live on YouTube, and then we'll go from there. So I know there's some of you in the chat that purchased the kits, but you're not on Facebook. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can always just email me within the 24 hours, and I'll send you the link that way as opposed to in the group, if any of that makes sense. Oregon. Oh, that's right. I knew it was the West Coast, but I couldn't remember what state. Well, at least it's probably kind of a little bit cooler where you are. Has that heat wave gone all the way up there? Or has it stuck further down toward California? Either way, I hope you're having good weather. I guess you are not where it's cooler. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my. And I know in a lot of those areas up there, because you guys don't get a lot of heat, there's some places in those states that people don't even have air conditioning because you don't need it. Oh my. What? Oh. Are you guys having those rolling brownouts? I would think with that temperature. Wow. Every time I think of here, see Lucia, all I do is I remember those little tags that you made me. I don't know why. I just fell in love with those little those were the I'll think of the name. I don't know why tonight I can't think of words. I'm losing my cognitive abilities, I think. The little dress dress forms. Yeah, the little dress forms. I just love those little things. They were so cute. No brownouts. We have a hobby. Oh, I bet. I know one year here. Oh, it's been maybe about 5 years ago or so. We had a month and a half straight where it never went below 100. And hundreds around here, we'll get them, but we'll maybe like one day, 1 month, in August or September. But that's it, not continual. And it was for a month and a half. And we just thought we were going to die. It broke all records. Oh, dear. Okay, so all you ladies that are having the bad weather, are you are you tea dyeing paper? Are you putting rusty stuff out there and making rusty prints? Take advantage of the heat. Work with it, ladies. Work with it. Mm. Yeah, Elaine has the same weather we do. Yeah, wasn't that horrible? Was that about 5 years ago, maybe? I don't know. Time kind of gets away from me. It was bad. Yeah, Kathleen's doing the wrong kind of dying over there. Yeah, I don't blame you guys. Stay cool, stay safe. And if you're out doing anything, stay hydrated because before you know it, oh my goodness. What they say is, you're sometimes you're not even thirsty and you're dehydrating. And before you know it, you can start having kidney failure. Oh, shut up, Erin. Listen to her. It's the 80s and breezy over here all day long while she's sitting with her feet up in the air drinking a beer. Thank you very much, Erin, for your input. Yeah, the carbs, huh? Oh, chewing a cucumber or something. No carbs and fills you up with water. I ordered, oh, did I? Oh, I think I forgot to order it. I've been finding stuff for my husband. Sorry, Aaron. uh, ooh, pineapple slushes. Ooh. Well, you need to go out at midnight and go do your grocery shopping, I guess. I don't know. Unless you guys are on lockdown over there. I lose track of what states are doing what. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, another thing that's good about the workshop, there's no mailing involved. Ah, I have a friend. I didn't know exactly what she did. I know she worked for the post office. I think I mentioned her the other day. I knew she worked for the post office. But boy, she's been filling me in lately. Because she didn't realize what I was doing and that everything I do is through the mail. Um, and because she lives in a different state and she's not into artsy stuff, crafty stuff. So anyway, I we had a long talk and I was explaining to her and she goes, Rosemary, let me tell you. And I go, oh no, do I have to sit down for this one? She goes, oh yes, you do. Um, she works at a distribution center for the post office. And she knows for a fact, she had heard rumors, but then it happened in her distribution center. So she knows it's a fact that they have come in and they're taking away their sorting machines because everything is automated. Yeah, automated is automated, right? For the most part, unless it gets kicked out. And if it gets kicked out, then real people, figure out where it needs to go, what needs to be done to it. Well, they're removing them. They had in her center, I forget how many she said she had, to tell you the truth, but they took 3 of them away. They just took them away. Hey, Scotty. They just took them away, which means now people have to do it, so it slows it down. And so it's just gonna, I mean, if the mail is bad now, it's only gonna get worse. That's all I can tell you. It's gonna get worse. That's the bottom line. And now in a lot of post office, you're gonna start noticing if you go into the post office, they're gonna be opening up an hour later and they're going to be closed for lunch because usually the post office is open. They just have, different people come in and some go to lunch. They rotate. In other words, they rotate their lunches. Well, now it's going to be a fixed time for lunch and it's going to be closed. They've already implemented it in certain towns, certain cities, and that's going to be nationwide. And then to complicate it even further, now in some towns, I forget what states they are. She mentioned the states. They're removing the those blue cylinder thingamajiggers, the mailboxes where you can like put your stuff in. They're removing them. So so by the workshop, there is no post office involved. Man, like that segue? Isn't that a good segue? Oh my goodness. You got to stick it in somehow. So how many of you people saw the the journal that Diane, if you guys got to see Diana that one time she was on my live, I don't know if you got to see her or not. She's this artist. She lives in California, in San Diego area, and I had seen one of her videos, and I thought she was really, really talented. And she only had like, I don't know, like less than 200 um um subbies. So I wrote her a little note and told her, how I liked her stuff and everything. And so we decided to swap some stuff. She sent me some stuff, I sent her some stuff, and we were going to make some kind of a journal out of it. And this is what she made for me. Look at this, how cute it is. It's so cute. So she made me a journal in a jar. Now, I had sent her the buckle, and I sent her this little piece of leather. And those of you that remember because I basically sent a bunch of leftover stuff from the different kits. So this was left over from the Frida kit. And then this was a salvage piece from the Frida kit. And this, I don't know where this came from, but I sent her a feather. I don't think that was to a kit. And then I sent her a piece of wood. It was square, and she cut it in a circle and then put the flower on there. That's it's I don't know, crocheted or something. So she put that on there. How cute! How cute is that? And then I sent her, like I said, some of the Frida leftovers too. So she put her there on the lid, and she made these little rosettes out of some fabric. And it's just adorable. I love it. Look how cute, you guys. You've got to make one. It's just a bunch of circles put together. Oh, and look, she has a little pocket. And another little pocket. And a little envelope. Cute. As with some of the, remember you guys when I did the alcohol ink with the jelly plate? That was some of those. And a little piece I sent of fabric. And then of course, then you got, oops, you got the other side. Oh, did I flip it the wrong way? Oh no, this is right. Isn't that cute? Now, what I was thinking, I don't know if anybody wants to do it, but wouldn't it be cool because it's small, right? And if we chose a size of jar for ourselves, and then everybody just made a circle, and we just shared circles with each other, and then we would put them together, and then we'd have our circle of friends journal. Wouldn't that be cute? A little piece of their art, or if they put a picture of themselves, or something that represents them, and we'd have our circle of journals, circle of friends journal. Oh, that's a cute idea. Don't you think? So, what else? What else you guys want to know? I've got all the kits put together already for September. I'm way ahead of things because I figure I'm going to have to send them out. We're going to have to send them out early. I'm trying to avoid the problems. So I've got those all ready to go. I just haven't put them up yet, but at least it's, one thing I don't have to do. What else? I'm looking around. I'm trying to see if I can think of anything. Trying to see if I can think of anything. Yeah, Caboodle Friends Journal. There you go. That could be a plan. Oh, thank you, Darla. Thank you. And if you're not in the group and you pay through PayPal, make sure in on the any notes on there if you want it sent to a different email than what's associated with your PayPal. Because I have sent messages to people to their PayPal email. They never get it because they don't, years go by and you change emails and they never look at that email. So they never get my note. So, I don't want to be sending the link to an email that you're never going to check and you're going to go, Rosemary, I paid. Well, where's my link? Well, you got to let me know if it's a different link. Yeah, got to let me know there's a different link involved. What's a lot of work, Aaron? This? Oh, Lily, who's she talking to? Oh, 17 jars. It made a believer out of you, huh? And it was so funny that she did this because I don't know where they are. Oh, they're next door right now. I bought a whole case of ball jars. These are I think those were ball. I can't remember now. But anyway, I think they're a little bit wider. Well, they might be as wide as the top of this one because this top is wider than the bottom, which is usually vice versa, right? Usually it's narrow up on the top. Anyway, I think they might be this size, but they're super adorable. They're only like about 2 inches tall. They're about that tall, I guess. And I was thinking of some kind of a kit to put together with those jars because they were just too adorable to include the jar in them. So who knows? We might have to steal her idea. We're all for that, right? It might be Kathleen. I'm not a canner of any kind, a jar. So I honestly don't know, but I just thought they were cute for the adorable factor. I didn't know what size they were in, but now that you say that, I think it could be a cup, maybe less. Well, no, a cup is about that much, right? And if they're kind of wider, yeah, probably half pint. I know they're cute, huh? Oh, they're just adorable. So that's what I do. I go around and I cruise up and down. Well, I used to. I don't cruise stores no more. But I would just go up and down aisles that I don't normally go down and see what catches my eye and how I might be able to put a little twist on it. So I went down that aisle there. It had all the canning stuff, which I say I don't can, so I never go down there. And I go, oh my goodness, look at those cute little things. They're just so cute. Lucia's going to bed. Good night. Was that today or yesterday? She was on one of those hop, skip, and jump things. I can't keep up with those either. Mm. Uh-oh, Kathleen's got some she gets blocked from. That happened to me one time. I've never tried canning. The closest I ever got to canning was watching my grandmother. She used to love to can. But it was scary to me as a kid because she used to do her canning in a pressure cooker. And, uh, pressure cookers, to at least to me as a young child, was scary. That, this thing going around in circles and spitting water and steam and all this noise, and her always telling me, "Don't get close to that thing, it'll knock your eye out." I was always afraid to get close to the pressure cooker, and that's where she did the canning. And so, so I just automatically have a fear of canning. Uh, so how do you guys can? Do you can this? Do you just boil in the water, or um, do you put it in a pressure cooker like my grandmother did? Oh, yeah, she did all kinds of stuff. Oh, thank you, Tamara. You're quite welcome. Yeah, she had, you know, it was old when she had it, and it was about this big. Well, yeah, about easily that big, the pressure cooker. And she put, X amount of water in there, and then she put some empty rings of the cans of the jars on the bottom, and then she sat the the jars full of something. Um, she did that in a regular pressure cooker. I'm telling you, this is old school stuff. It was what she did her rest of her stuff. It was only, about, if you look at how tall it was only about that tall. There's barely room for the for the for the jars, I swear. So anyway, between the noise and her telling me to keep away from that thing. Yes, they were scary. And then what she would do, this is what she would do. It was done, whatever it was she was doing. And then she'd get she had this extra long fork. I guess it was really supposed to be like a serving fork, like when you did turkeys and meats and stuff. It was real long with just the two prongs. And she'd stand, it was so funny. She'd stand back, right? Like 2 feet away from the pressure cooker. And then she'd reach her arm out with those little prongs, and then she'd slowly, real slowly lift up that little round thing that, held the pressure in, and she'd go, pss, 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 pss. And so she would ease out the pressure ever so slightly with that big long arm thing. Meanwhile, telling me, back off, back away. And she'd do that, until it got to a certain point, and then she just kind of like full throttle it up, and then go, pee. I always thought like a bomb was going to come down or something. Oh, yeah, I believe it. I believe it would blow up. I could see how easily it would blow up. And she would tell me that. Back up, it might blow up. And I'm going, what the heck are we doing this for? And then after everything was all done and everything, and then you have to wait because those things are ready to pop. They're so hot. So it has to sit there like forever to cool down. And then she'd use some kind of goofy method of getting them out of there. And then she'd set them on top of these towels on the counter as they cooled down. And again, don't touch it, don't touch it. You're gonna break. It's a miracle I even can touch a jar. It's so traumatized. Uh, Oh, the things our parents do to our grandparent. That was my grandmother. My mother, I think that's why my mom didn't do any canning because she had been traumatized by the same pressure cooker. Because my mother did not can. Elaine still has her mother's pressure cooker. Oh my. Now, the one thing I was amazed at, I mean, after I got older, I got even more amazed at it because when you're a kid, you just see stuff and, you know, you either get traumatized or you just take it as it is. And you guys probably, some of you may remember your parents, your grandparents had a coffee maker that was made completely out of glass, Pyrex glass. And it literally sat on the stove, the glass, which to me is still amazing. And that's how she made her coffee. She literally just turned it on, it would boil, it would go up into the basket where the coffee was, and it would, um yeah, and I thought, I mean, to this day those are amazing to me. Yeah, percolator, there you go. Totally amazing. I bet you they make the best coffee now. I think we've probably gone full circle because we use a French press um, coffee maker, which basically it's glass, and we throw boiling water in there and let it go, brrr, and then press it out. And that's just kind of sort of like in reverse, the percolator. Yeah, she had the Pyrex ones. Yep, the clear ones. And yeah, the coffee was good. But what was so funny with my grandparents was um, they were not like, what they, like connoisseurs of any kind when it came to coffee because they boiled that stuff to death. I mean, it was like, it was black and it was thick. Um, she'd make it in the morning, a whole big pot of it, and they'd have like a cup or two each in the morning. And then midday, they'd have another cup each. And then right before they go to bed, they'd say, are you ready to go to bed? Are you sleepy? And my grandfather would say yes or whatever. And she goes, okay. And that was her cue to go into the kitchen and turn that percolator back on, and whatever was left, boil that to death. And they would drink that before they went to bed. They had to have a cup of coffee before they went to bed every night. So, see, Kathy, that gives her good memories too. Yeah, my husband too. He's a he's like kind of a Lily. That's what I want to know. They could not go to sleep without their coffee. I don't understand it. Whatever type of metabolism, they each had the same metabolism, and they would drink it right before they went to bed. Yep. But yeah, my husband too. He has these two or three. Well, he okay. If he's slumming it, he'll have the the French press with me. That's how I make my coffee. But usually he does his own thing in, I don't know. He's got this Vietnamese thingamajigger that screws on top of each other, and you put it on the stove. I don't really even know how it works. I really don't know how it works. But it's boiling and boiling and boiling. And I said, it's boiling to death. And he goes, don't worry about it. When it doesn't boil, then you worry about it. Okay. So I basically have to tell him when it stops boiling, and then it's ready. I don't understand. I think it boils it up into the other cavity where the ground. I don't know. Don't know. Don't. don't want to know. That's his thing. He does that, and then he has a little handheld type thing. Um, I don't know, some kind of espresso thing that I don't know. That's his thing. So, so I joke at him because he's originally from New York City, and he always tells me these stories of how the little old ladies and little old men, probably the age he is now, but they were little old ladies to him, how they would make these coffees in these little shops. And then they also had little vendors along the streets where they sold coffee, ready-made coffee. But they were made out of these all these different machines, and whatever the machine was your favorite type of coffee, then you'd say, it was like, you know, everything was done just the way you want it. And so as a little kid, he'd just go up and down and he'd sniff. He'd take in a whiff and he played a game. He would figure out what kind of a roast it was and what maker it was made in and stuff like that. And, as a little kid, he just amazed the grown-ups. But he just had a really good nose for that stuff. Yeah. So I have a little area in our house where just his coffee stuff is. Um, and I just call it the little coffee bar there. And so he's in there doing like this, and he looks like some kind of a mad scientist, putting these little things together. So sometimes I just stand there and laugh at him, and he starts with some Italian accent, like he was one of those little old people. He enjoys his coffee. That's all I know. My husband does it different ways. He does black also. He does that maybe half the time. The other half of the time he gets like about an ounce or so of whipping cream, and he puts it in a little jar and he goes he shakes it and then he pours it in his coffee and it's all woo, and he likes to drink it like that too. Yeah, please do. I'd love to see what he does. And me, just make sure the coffee's sweet. That's all I care about. I never thought I was a coffee snob, but I mean, years ago, it wouldn't bother me to have instant coffee. Now, just the thought of it is like, ugh, you know. And it's because I hardly drank coffee. I only started drinking coffee maybe the past 10 years. But before that, I just had no desire for coffee. It was a real rarity if I had any. And now I just have one in the morning. Almost every morning I have at least one cup of coffee. Well, I shouldn't say at least. Well, yeah, at least one cup. But I rarely have any more than that. And then during the summertime, whatever's left over, sometimes I'll throw that and make iced coffee during the day. And that's when I get all kind of wee and I stay up and talk all night here. I didn't do that today. I've never heard of that kind, Suzanne. A whole pot by noon. Oh, wow. Coffee's really cool. I think though, when I started appreciating coffee was when we lived in Hawaii and you got like real Kona coffee. The Kona coffee that you buy here, if you read it, it's only like 10% Kona coffee. That's all you have, the percentage you have to have on it for it to be considered any kind of particular coffee. But over there, of course, it's, the higher quantity of the bean, and it's just I love that flavor. So that's when I started realizing that there was a real taste to coffee as opposed to drinking just coffee with milk and sugar. Even though that's still my default, it's milk and sugar. But but I started realizing the difference having the Kona coffee. That's kind of where I made the light bulb went off for me. And there's less and less Kona coffee now. It's in a really small region there on that island. Kathleen didn't like Kona. Yeah, that's why I didn't get one of those, Darla, because I figured, oh my goodness, all those little things and blah 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 blah. So we never did get one. Yeah. Well, my husband only knows a couple, maybe like he does it maybe two or three ways, maybe. Maybe your husband can educate us on different ways. Oh, there you go. Yes, the bloom. I keep hearing the bloom. I guess we shouldn't leave our husbands alone together. Yeah, me too. And there's a big difference, grinding your own. And again, it didn't make any difference to me at one point, but now I can tell the difference, when you just buy coffee already ground up or when you grind it yourself. Yeah, they could start their own YouTube show of how to enjoy the bloom. Two blooming idiots. There you go. Two blooming idiots. That would be a good show. There you go. I like it already. You got the title for them. Yeah, they could do Guppy. Okay, Darla, you got to see that name's taken already on YouTube. I always thought my husband is very opinionated on, he's very opinionated. And not to say that, he can't listen to a good argument and be swayed one way or another. He's open-minded too, even though he's opinionated. Um, but I don't know why, I've always imagined, because I've seen other people have like puppets speak for them. Um, Like the craft man. He's my favorite. The craft man. He's my favorite. He's got his gloves and he has his little puppet. And you never see the craft man. He's on YouTube. And I always envisioned like a puppet that looked like our Rottweiler, um, sitting down, and my husband speaking through the Rottweiler with all his goofy opinions and observations and stories and all that. And I've told him, he needs to do that. Lily, isn't the craft man the best ever? Especially when he reads the stories. I could go to sleep. That craft man, he is like a jewel. He's so cool. Oh, two blooming brothers. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Maybe we should get that name just in case. Now, are the blooming brothers, what do they do? Is it coffee? Is it gardening? Is that their last name? We need to know. Uh-oh, I hear something out in the background. Is that thunder? Oh no, I think it's a motorcycle. I'm going, oh please, I'm gonna get stuck here again. Yes, craftsman, steady craft. Oh, he is just too cool. Oh, video games. Oh yeah, probably. That would make sense. I've got to hold on one second. I'm getting some kind of flashing message here. I don't know what it means. No, no frogs. I only saw that one green. If you're talking about that green one, I only saw that one, and that was it. All the other frogs that we have here, they live under the ground. They live just under the surface. Because when I do weeding or gardening or watering, sometimes he comes out because I'm like drowning him with the water. But they all live underneath the ground, which is good because they stay cool down there. Let me check this out really quick and see if something crazy isn't going on. So I tried to update something and I think it was the wrong thing I did. I think I did the wrong thing. And they might be trying to tell me something. No, I guess not. Oh well, who knows what it was? I'll have to worry about that later. Okay. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on and let you guys know what's going on. Hey, Janice. So if you guys just got here, I'll just let you know that I already posted in the Caboodle group the Caboodle Facebook group, um, the link to the promo to the plaster workshop. It's only there right now for the next 24 hours, and then I'll go live on YouTube. And so I'm just offering, because you guys have been so supportive, to my kits and everything. So I'm just offering you a 24-hour discount there in the group. And then it'll go live after that. And oh, Darla's going to bed. Good night, Miss Darla. Oh, thank you, Darla. We'll have fun. And so anyway, it's over there in the Facebook group. And then you just pay through PayPal. And then I'm gonna, after I go over there, then I will put you in the plaster workshop Facebook group, and the link to the workshop will be in there. And those of you that are not on Facebook, then you can always contact me through my email. So there. Grassman, Grassman. Good night, Darla. Oh no, Jazz gonna be up late. She had a nap. Oh no, oh no. Anyway, I've been doing some research on some sewing techniques because I think I mentioned a while back that when I had a bunch of neighbors from Japan when I lived in Hawaii, that they showed me a lot of the art that they, or I should say the crafts that they did. And a lot of that had to do with sewing. And I would sit there and watch them, but I wasn't into crafting of any kind during that period of time. So it wasn't like, ooh, 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 how do you do that? Let me see how to do that. I was into my construction and my remodeling and all that, and I just didn't have time for what I considered all that foo-foo stuff. I was doing serious stuff. and and so, but I was exposed to a lot of stuff that now looking back, I have an appreciation for it because I saw that up front and I saw people actually doing it. So there's this several stitches that are really pretty in Japanese work. Rosemary, what is that book? Oh, this book right here. Oh, this is one of the books I did in the plaster. This is one of my plaster books. I just put it there because most people know my plaster books. This is you learn how to make. You learn how to make how many? I don't know. It's like four different types of journals. You learn how to make this one. You learn how to make this one. You learn how to make this one. And then we learn, oh, where'd it go? Where'd the other one go? Where did the baby go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Oh, I lost one. Where did the baby go? Maybe he fell down. Oh, here he is. And you also learn how to make that one. And we make, I don't know what you would call these, bookmarks or tags or whatever. We make those. And then we also learn how to apply the plaster when working with molds. And these were done with molds and plaster. And then I just show that you can, attach them to your books. So that's what the workshop's all about. That's what the workshop's all about. Oh, and he was done with plaster too, that little guy. And then we learn how to do the pages too, because I do my fabrics. And we put plaster on different types of fabrics, and then we use them whatever, everybody uses their journals for different things. So if you glue or if you paint or you draw or you write, then you have these fabrics that are like canvas. And so we learn how to do that too. Now I've been approached by a couple of people. I'm still trying to figure the time and the price and everything. I've been approached about selling my plaster fabric. And yeah, I can do that most definitely. I just have to figure out, what I have to charge for it. Once you guys, those of you that take the course, you're going to see, you know, how much time everything takes and drying times and prep time and then the actual time. And you might be able to help me like, what should I charge for something like that? Because some people don't have the time or even the want to do it, or maybe they don't like getting dirty and messy. It's a messy job and they just like the finished product, you know. Um, and then you have to have the investment of buying the stuff and, you know, whatever. There's a lot of different reasons. Um, no, you don't need to buy a lot of stuff for the workshop. No, and actually the first thing, the first video tells you don't buy anything until, I mean, the intro, the welcome one. Don't buy anything until you watch the first video. And no, you don't have to buy a lot of stuff. Actually, you know, even if you bought all the stuff that we use, you know, it'd be under $30. But if you don't want to get that other one that's more expensive, there's different types of plasters that can use. But I show you the how to use the least expensive one, which you can get for like, you know, under $5. So it's the supplies are not expensive at all. Nope, nope, nope. But see, they're kind of cute and they're kind of fun. Hey, Jennifer. Don't use me as the excuse to buy a lot of stuff now. Like you guys need an excuse. Anyway, Jennifer, the class is up in the Facebook group. I knew you were one that had been asking me when it was going to happen. It's there now tonight. Yay, this is going to be fun. What did I do at the back? Oh, I didn't do that. I just put paper on the back of this one. And this one was really fun to make. So you're basically learning like 3 or 4 different techniques, I guess. Different. Ooh, I love how that came out. So you'll learn, this is one technique, and then this implements other techniques. And then this is a whole different technique. And so is this one. So you're learning 4 plus the mold, so that's 5. 5 techniques. Plus the cloth. So that's another technique. Man, we're just full of techniques, aren't we? Oh, and here's the bug. Oh, see, that's the plaster. That's a mold. And so what I did with this one is I just put in this little pre-made box. And then last year I had an encaustic workshop. And so I kind of fused the two. This here was done with encaustic. And the plaster thing was just glued down onto the wood. And then I did the encaustic over it. So these are real leaves that I've dried from my yard. And then I put those on there. And I covered all that with encaustic. It's down here in the I think I did. Oh, hold on. Maybe I didn't put it in the description. Let me put it again. Or put it if I forgot. Here is the Rusty Peacock. There we go. That's my email. Good night. I guess Pam didn't have enough coffee. Yeah, we're going to plaster everything. But this was one of those molds that I got. What's the name of that company? You guys know. Is it Zuri or something like that? Hey, Dorinda. I think that's the name of it, if I'm not mistaken. Zuri. But I got it through the Disorganized Crafter, her Etsy shop. And this particular mold had two. I forget what the other mold is. I put that away right now. Yeah, Zuri. There you go. Elaine knows. They're very pricey. Very pricey. But if you're looking for something unique and really defined, look at that. I mean, look at that bug. And that isn't done with resin. That's done through a plaster technique. So you know how defined it is if it did that with the plaster. So you can imagine if you did it with clay or resin or something, it'd be even more defined. So that's pretty. Oh boy, Dorinda was there. She would have put everybody over the top with these sales. Yeah, all the messy stuff, Jennifer. That's right. I love all the messy stuff. The messier, the better. That's what I say. I don't know when she's gonna have some new ones, but I know that she was saying that her store was she was gonna have some new molds. I don't know what they're of, but she's supposed to be having some new ones. I think she's gonna reopen her store tomorrow or something. Dorinda, we're talking about my workshop, my plaster workshop that I just launched today. And whoops. And so over at the Facebook group, the info is over there. Did you guys see what was in here? Hi, Terry. Did you guys see? If you're squeamish, close your eyeballs. Nobody died in the process. They were discovered in a prone position with their legs up in the air. So nobody was hurt. They were just rescued. So I don't know if you guys want to do anything or not. I didn't have anything planned. I just kind of sort of wanted to make that announcement because I was a couple of days late. I'd said I wanted to do it the 15th, but we had over the whole weekend or Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we ended up having storms and I couldn't upload anything. I would try and the lights would go out. And I'd try again, the lights would go out. So I just gave up. And it took me all of last night and all of today to get them all uploaded. It took forever. It might be, I'm not sure, Jennifer. I'm not sure what these are. I don't think so. I think those are bigger, what you're talking about. Or maybe, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I do have some body parts. Oh dear. Locusts. We don't have any of that around here. That's Oklahoma for you. They're just creating their own new dust bowl. Oh, it might be. I know we do have some. I hear them up in the trees this year, and we're not known for having them, you know, this in this part of the country at all. I've never heard them here. I've been here 12 years, never heard them. So maybe this is their 17th year. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting those different kinds of bugs. I'm getting attacked by frogs I've never seen before. I don't know what the heck's going on around here. Oh, in the front, I don't know. I have no idea. I think this is just made up. I know. 2020 is a scary year. It's like, oh my gosh. It's almost like we could not, in our wildest dreams, have made up such a such a large amount of unusual occurrences in one year. The year is not over, guys. The year is not over. It's only 3 quarters. We still have a quarter, more than a quarter of the year left. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, what can happen? And nothing will surprise me. Seriously. I'm not really one to like be shocked by many things. And now I'm really not. Now I'm just, it's like, oh, okay, that sounds about right. Yeah, Lily, exactly. It's very bizarre. And, and the longer it goes, I'm sure with a lot of us, different parts of our personalities that maybe we've tried to suppress are coming to the fore because, stress, makes us not be able to control, ourselves all the time. Because I mean, let's face it, all of us are controlling ourselves about something in our life. And the more and more stress we get, the less and less, control that we feel that we have over ourselves. So we're probably all learning new things about ourselves all over again. I think for people that had already worked from home or were introverts or were retired, I think it's probably less impactful on them because a lot of their situation hasn't changed all that much. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of changes, but not as much as people that, are party goers and want to go out to eat every night and, have to go out to work and have children and they take them to games and classes and all that, I'm sure that is really that's really made a lot of impact on them, you know. Oh, thank you, Darlene. Thank you for saying that. Janice is glad she doesn't have visitors. Oh. Well, that's kind of true about most couples. You know, you got the yin and yang of people. That's why you guys were attracted to each other. Yeah, Jennifer, but you don't have it as bad as we do. I can give you a list. You're in Canada. We're here. Oh, Darlene's become a feminist at home. Yay. Uh, we're going to get a lot of agreements for Darlene now. So I'm not hearing anything of what you guys want to do. I guess you just guys want to chit chat. That's fine too. Let me get this. Oh, I can give you a sneak peek. Okay, sneak peek time. I forgot. All I got to do is move around when I see things. I've been waiting for something for our and I have to preface this. You guys know that I've been trying to find stuff for the Native American Indians, right? And I've been like, except for the stuff that I've gotten from Darla, it's still been really hard to find anything. And this doesn't hit the mark, but we're gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it. I got these. Let me get this out here. I got these, and these. Well, you can put them anywhere, but I'm thinking of a book cover. But I just thought she was so pretty, and it's got her little baby, and it has this beautiful blanket. Now, of course, they've anglicized her face in her coloring and things like that. But I figure you guys are artists, and you'll each decide if you want to like color her in, paint her, leave her the way she is, whatever it is. But she's going to be sort of like, I see her as the cover, but she could be just a page in the book, and I have to completely thank Nikki, because I saw those beautiful tapestries that she got of other women and she was selling them. And so I contacted her, and I said, I saw this particular one, and I wondered if the guy that is doing yours would do this also. And she goes, oh yeah, I'm sure. So she was kind enough to let me use her connection to get these. So I have to thank her up front that we have this because of Nikki. So anyway, we're going to be, I've already got all the ones for September already made, which is what we're making that a little cloth journal. That's going to be September's. And so I'm planning on this being October's. So you can look forward for us getting that. I hope I get enough stuff. I think I will. I think I will. Anyway, so I hope you guys like that. Even though it wasn't 100% authentic the way I would have liked it to be, the rest makes up for it, I think. The color and the composition and all that kind of stuff. So we can't have everything. I should say I don't think you guys are as picky as I am. I'll just say I can't have everything I want. And then I got these other ones, which I thought was kind of cool too. I only have one of these other ones though. Those I've got. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm gonna have to try and see if I can order some more because you guys have been so generous in buying these kits that every month I'm selling a little bit more. So when I ordered these originally, I ordered X amount, and now I don't think that's going to be enough. So between now and then, I got to see if I can get some more. Anyway, these are not in the kit. I only have one of each, so don't start drooling. No drooling. Isn't that cool? So if you went to Nikki's sale, you saw these. I don't remember when she had it. It's been a while already. Ooh, sounds wonderful, Elaine. And if I wasn't, if we weren't COVID bound, there's some pretty cool museums, Indian museums in Oklahoma. I would have gone over there and gotten some really cool stuff, but that ain't happening. But Darla got me some really cool ones. And what's good about the book, it's got really cool pictures. But what's good about it is in the back, when it tells you, what's that word? The reference? Not the reference. Index? No. What's it called? Where they tell you where they got all their info from. There's a name for that. Anyway, so I've been looking at those places, and a lot of them, they have copy-free stuff. Oh yeah, there you go, the bibliography. Yes, these are fabric. They're like a canvas. And so anyway, I looked back there to see where a lot of them came from, and a lot of them are copyright free. So I'm getting pictures because they're from like museums and stuff like that, archives. So I'm able to get a lot of the pictures that are in there off of the website. They're different websites. So I'm on the hunt. I'm hunting for you guys for some cool stuff. And then these are Asian motif. You know me and my Asian stuff. Isn't that pretty? That's it. That's it. That's it. Whose art is what? So whose art is it? It's beautiful. You talking about all of this stuff? Whose art is it? I have absolutely no idea. I think these are all copyright stuff because I see these things on all kinds of stuff. these particular photographs. So I'm sure there's so many different places on so many different things. They're probably also just stuff that's out there. I like how she looks. This one looks like she has a tear. I don't think it's a misprint. It looks like she has a tear coming down. No, I bought these. I had to buy these. I'm telling you guys, I'm working for you guys. When you get that stuff in the mail, they just, some little fairy doesn't just come down and put those little kits together. When will, okay, that's what, okay, I need to ask you guys. The September kits are done. They're all done. They're all packaged. I'm looking over there. They're all over there in boxes. They are done. It's already the 17th. Because the way the what you call it, the post office is running. I don't know. Maybe I should just go put them up already, because you know what I mean. For me to, I'm trying to speak and think at the same time. It's not working. The answer is they're available now. I just haven't put them up, but maybe I should sell them now. I can show you one for sure, for those of you that haven't seen it. And let me get the sample one of what we're making. I think I put that in the other room. Hold on, guys. Uh-oh, I made a mistake and put stuff away. Where did I put it? You know how that goes. I put some stuff away and it's like, oh no. You hear all these bags? Oh dear, I'm serious. Where did I put that? Well, I hope you guys have already seen what we're making. But, oh dear, I'm serious. What did I do with it? I hate when I get organized. I can't find anything. And I really do need to know where that is. Talk among yourselves. Okay. This is what we're going to make, or something similar. This is the inspiration. Move this completely out of the way. Move the bugs! Move the bugs out of the way! Get the bugs out of the way! Oh, there's Nikki. I was just talking about you, Nikki. I was just talking about you. Were you here? Okay, so this is what we're going to be making. And so we've got a total of, well, let's just go through it in case you haven't seen it before. It has little pockets and little places to slip things into. And it has a bunch of scraps. I did everything with scraps. And some of them have pockets, some don't. Some I just sewed stuff down onto it. And some of the pockets. A little tag. And here's a little pocket with a little book. It's so cute. And where's that go? It goes in here. And then there's room. Oh, I don't have nothing in there, but there's room. There's another little pocket in here. And so that's what we're going to make. All right. And so if you can see, there are a total of 1, 2, 3. And so the fabric will be enough to make those 3. So that's double. So that's 6 pieces that'll be in there, plus other fun stuff. Now, let me preface this, you guys. Not one kit is going to look the same, because obviously they're pieces of fabric from all over the place, and no kit's going to be the same. So if I show you one right now, I don't want to hear, I didn't have that, mine didn't have that. Oh, too bad. Because they're all different. All right. So I'll show you an example. I don't even know what's in this one, but I'll show you what's in this one. Okay, first of all, you're going to get this little bag. It's got 20 different pieces of scraps, just like small little pieces of scraps that I use. I have this big old bag that when I'm doing other things, I throw the scraps in there. And that's what I made this from, and that's where I took these things from. They're this little scrappy stuff, right? So you're going to get a bag of scrappy stuff. And then way back when I got this, you may have been around when I made some of this into some of that fabric tape that I make. And anyway, so I had enough to get a pretty long strip to put into each person's little kit. So you can play with that, whatever you want to do with that. Now that, okay, now I have to preface, this everyone does get, that is in everybody's. And everybody's going to get 2 of these doilies and 2 of these 2 different sizes there. That for sure, everybody's getting that. Everybody's going to get a piece of Cantha quilt, because that's what I used, this bright color right here. That's what I used here. So you get a piece of some Cantha quilt. And then various sizes in various conditions, you're going to get a piece of handmade, old decrepit quilt, all right? In various sizes, different types, and different degrees of falling apart, okay? And everybody's going to get a small piece of bark cloth. Everyone's going to get a piece of some kind of a doily. Remember, the size that we're making, large pieces are not required, because this finished opened up is 9 inches by 9 by about 5.5. So everything that's in the kit fits. See, it's a little beyond. Fits to make one of these. All right. So I'm going to get that. And then I had this fabric that had these really cool little panels on them. I think I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 different types of pictures on the panels. So yours may not be exactly like that, but it will be a flower garden theme with some kind of a bird. So get one of those. And then you're going to get some different types of fabrics. They'll be either just plain fabric, or it's doilies, or it's napkins, or something. And it'll be the size to make your journal. You're going to get 6 of them because we're going to have these 3 pages, but you have a front and a back of 2 different types of fabric. So you need 6 different pieces, approximately this, at least the 5 by something. And this one was a little long, so I just left it. You could probably turn this up and turn this into pockets or something. So you get the 6 different pieces of that. And then to help also decorate, you're getting these tags. They say handmade, and it has a little scissors on there. This, like what I used, because I didn't use a lot of this kind of stuff, but for instance, this is paper right here, and this is paper. So I put some pieces that can be used in the journal. And this is various vintage type of crocheting and things like that, and a little pattern. So I thought that was kind of cool because that's kind of old looking. And then if you wanted to make a little journal that goes into one of the pockets, I thought this would be cute. And this has a pattern for an old-fashioned dress. And then if you want to make little tags and stuff, this is really cool. You cut these out and you put them like on cardboard. And those look really, really nice for like little dangles and stuff. There's another little pattern of something that we're going to make. We have to have a little element of surprise. You can't know everything, but we're going to be using these patterns, and we'll be making this together. All right. And then I had a book that had vintage stuff that has to do with pattern making. So I thought these would be kind of cool to cut out and put in the journal and use as pages. Again, everybody's is going to be different. It came out of different pages from the book, but it'll all be sewing related. And then I had some fabric that the only thing on the fabric was this machine. It said Singer. So I just cut out a block of that. That would look kind of cute. Sewn on one of the pages. Put that right there. And you'll be getting a couple of button cards. Of course, they're all going to be different. No, you won't get the same ones. Some people might get some of the others, but there's like 20 different types. So you may or may not get one of these, but it'll be the same vintage looking. These aren't vintage, but they are vintage looking. Okay. And then just in case you want to stick some ribbon or something around this, you want to put it in your book, I thought that'd be kind of cute. And I had a lot of those, so I thought I'll include that. And then, oopsie. And then some stuff to play with. I don't know if black's any better, but anyway. I had a bunch of these and all different colors. So everybody's going to get 2 of those, whether you choose to use the floss, the embroidery floss, or you just want to stick it in as part of the decoration, or do both. They're there. And then you're getting these little quilter clips. If you're not a sewer, You may not be familiar with these, but these are very handy. So if you're going to be doing any kind of hand sewing on your book as we're making it, these work really good just to clip these things down. So I've included 2 of those clips. You're going to get some little scissors, little snippet scissors, and they're just the right size to fit into your book if you want to put them in there. I've left them in the wrapper because they have some oil on them, and I don't want to, get all your stuff oily. So when you open them up, make sure you wipe them down nice. Don't get them all wet or nothing because they'll get rusty. Just wipe them down so that you don't have any of that oil that's in there. And when you first get them, they might be a little tough, but you just do it 2 or 3 times. That oil goes in there, and then they're set to go, and you can just wipe those down. So you'll be able to use that. And then, if you're a quilter, you're familiar with those coilless safety pins. I'll look and see it better there. Coilless safety pins. And these work really good for us crafters because you can, like, if you had the coil, you'd only, like, it could put some beads up here, but that was it. But then you couldn't clip this onto your fabric because your beads are in the way. So this way, the beads can go all the way across, and then you have this area that you can use to clip onto your fabric. So you're going to get 2 of those so that you can make a little dangle or something. And then you're going to get 6 of these ball pins, and 2 in 3 different colors. You have the silver, gold, and the black. And then each will be different. You're going to get these little charms. This particular one here has a little pair of scissors. Oh, you can't see that too well. Let me get that out. This one happens to have a little pair of scissors, and I guess that's like a little embroidery, has embroidery floss on that little thing there. So everyone will get something different, but you'll get 2 of those. And then you're going to get a ring. And what did I do with that? Uh-oh. Hold everything. Oh, why do I keep forgetting what I do with stuff? I drive myself crazy. You know that. You know I do. I'm driving myself crazy. Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Okay, I don't know what I did with it, but we're making a really super duper cute pin cushion. I've got my pin cushion somewhere. What did I do with that? It's super duper cute. Let me see if I put it in this box. I put it away so I wouldn't lose it because it's not that big. And of course, now I can't find it. Yeah. Okay, Rosemary, what did you do with it? Where did you put it? I'll try and find it. It might be in this other little box. It's the only place I got this stuff, so maybe yes, maybe no. Ah, there it is. And so, with a little ring, we're going to make this little pin cushion. That way you have your little pins. While you're working on your stuff, you just go la-di-da-di-da, or you have your needle la-di-da-di-da, and then you miss the pin cushion and you get your finger. But that's another story. That's your problem if you do that. Don't be coming crying to me if you can't aim your needle, okay? Do not come crying to me about that. So, and the only other thing that I haven't put in, which I do have, and I haven't put it in the kits, I'm going to put them in as I put them in your envelopes because I don't want to go through all of them one by one because I'll waste a lot of time doing that. But I do have a couple of other things. Let me go get them right now. was waiting for I had ordered them and they didn't come and they finally came. So I get to include them. I'm so happy they came yesterday. I thought I wasn't going to be able to. How many came in this packet? 2. I gotta use let me use my calculator. I don't know how many I can put in each packet. Wait, 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. I have how many? Okay, so I can put 3 of these in each package, and aren't they adorable? And you can use these and turn them into, you know, whatever you guys do. Whatever you guys do. Oh, and I always forgot. And you get 3 of these, which is one of those ribbon clamps, but they look really cool. Like when you put samples of fabric, little small strips of fabric, and then put them down, and then you can like hang them from your little page with maybe one of the little clips. Anyway, so you're gonna get 3 of those, and you're gonna get 3 of those. Aren't they so cute? Look at that, they're just adorable. She's gonna get 3 of those. All right, so we got that, and I thought I had these, and I thought, oh man, these should have gone in the pack because these would look so cool somewhere in the journal. I thought they would look really cute somewhere. I've got these little roses, so I'll have to count. I don't know how many I have, but you'll get a couple. I don't really know how many, but I got like 4 different colors, maybe at the very least 1 of each color. But wouldn't that look really kind of cute, glued somewhere or sewed somewhere? It's just like, oh, look how cute. So so anyway, so a couple of those will also be in the kit. And I think that might be it. I think that might be it, guys. So I think it has, I mean, I like it. Again, I put them together so that I go, oh, how cute. I wish I had one of those, and because I want you guys to feel that way. I want you to give you some like little warm fuzzies. Not on your belly button, but just little warm fuzzies. So I might as well put these in on this one already. Get the 3 little ones. We'll put, how many flowers are there? Okay, so at least 3 flowers. I thought maybe 4. I don't know. How many are there? There's probably a lot more than you think, huh? What colors do I have? Let's put those in there before I lose these completely. And I got to go weigh it, so I'll let you guys figure out in general what the shipping is. We'll ballpark it if we do it on PayPal. All right, so we got, maybe those are only 3 colors I got. Yeah, I think it's 3 colors. So for now, I'll say 1 of each color, and I'll count these later on, and if I can put more, I'll put more. But I know for sure there's enough to put 1 of each color. This probably should go in there. Oh, and, oh my gosh, I thought I was done. And we're going to put 1 of these felt pieces in there because we're probably going to make a little needle book of some kind, because that's real simple. It's real small, and it can fit inside of one of those little, like even back here. See how there's room there? A little needle book would look just perfect sitting back there. So we'll have a little piece of felt, because not everybody has a piece of felt. So that will be in there too. So I think that's it now. So I need to put these 3 things together, because these 3 things need to be added to every kit as I address them. that needs to be in there. So let me make sure I keep those together, because you know how easily I lose stuff. And so I don't confuse myself, I'm taking these out of here because I know myself. I get into a rhythm. I need to do them all the same, or else I'll just like lose it. So we'll just wait until I actually fill the order, and then we'll be good. So let me put this back in, and then I'll see if you guys have any questions, because I have not been looking up. You should know better. You know, I am not looking up. Oops. And back. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, about the only thing I didn't put in here is buttons. Oh my goodness, I think I do have buttons. Don't you all you guys already have buttons though? Okay, let me see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, that's right, Dorinda. The longer I keep them, the more junk I keep adding to them. Oh gosh. And I'm going to show you guys, for you guys that do not sew, you can do this whole thing with either hot glue or fabric tack. So don't think you have to have a sewing machine. Don't think you have to sew. You know, if you don't have a machine and you want to do it by hand, that's easy enough to do it by hand. But know that you can do this whole thing with either hot glue or fabric tack. All right. So so give me 1 sec. I'm going to go and weigh this. And I weigh so much stuff, I kind of know what the postage will be here in the States. Hold on. Okay, let me click that in real quick. It looks like it might be about $4, but let me go and click on one of your names here in my file and put down, let's see what it'll ship. Let's see, one person, single person, who's across the United States, so I don't do it close by. Laura. Laura is on the extreme. I live in the middle, so anybody on the extreme end is a good judge of what the cost will be. So let me punch that in. And I got to fill in a couple of things. Give me a second. 10. That is 8. Ooh, am I good or what? $4. So $35 plus $4. So that's $39. So if you guys, it looks like you're already in the mood. Ooh, I got a list. Ooh, I like that list. It looks interesting. So it's Just so you know what it is. 35 plus the 4. $4 is the shipping. So $39. You've got my, I'll put it back in there again. I'll write that out there, and you've got my email for my PayPal. I'll put it in there right now. So you can send it to okay. So Rusty Peacock, you do the PayPal to Rusty Peacock, yahoo.com, $39. And we'll be set. But I think it came out kind of cute, guys. I'm sorry. I do. Make a list. Make a list. No, you just, yeah, no list. Just go over there and, yeah, buy Dorinda. Yeah, because if I start a list, I know what happened last time. People wanted to be put on the list, and then I tried to contact them, and I didn't get a response back. And, it honestly, it wastes a lot of time me trying to hunt people down. And because I hate, if I put them on the list and then they come back, a week later and I don't have any left, then I feel bad. But then I don't want to save it because I don't know if they're really going to buy it. So it gets complicated. I don't want hurt feelings. So I figured just go over, pay for it. It's yours. It's yours. Hey, Gigi. And you know me, I'm direct. I don't, I just tell you like it is. I'm not trying to kiss up to you guys. It's just the way it is. But this was so much fun. I made this, I'm not exaggerating. I made this probably 2 years ago. And it's still one of my favorite things. I like when I go into my sewing room, I call it a sewing room. It's where my fabric is. I should call it a fabric room. I don't sew in there. But when I go in there, I have this and a couple of other ones in a basket, and I always grab it. I don't know about you guys, but when you get a journal that's a certain size, it just feels so good, a certain size of journal. And I think this is my favorite size of journal. I don't make this size very often because most people like a larger journal. When I say journal, I'm talking about, the hardbound ones. But even the hardbound ones, I love this size. And I don't make them, like I say, that often because most people like a larger journal. And what happens also is those of you that make journals, that it takes just as much effort to make this size journal as it does to make a larger one. And people want you to charge them less based on the size, of the journal. And it just doesn't work that way. Sometimes the smaller the journal, the more time it takes because you're working with smaller things. And people that don't make journals don't get that either. So instead of having to explain it, I just make them the size that most people like. And then there's no issues, Oh, there's a little peeky hole in there. But anyway, with those patterns, some of the stuff I've done in the past, let me see if I have anything here. When it comes to those dress forms, it's another thing you might want to consider doing once you get the pattern. I don't have it now because I can't remember if I sold it or gave it to somebody. But with that pattern, I made a whole journal of these. And so what I did is I cut that pattern out, that form, and I just got different types of scrapbook paper that I had. But you could also do it with fabric. And then I punched holes in here and I just strung a whole bunch of different ones together. And I made them up like kind of different styles. And that's a really fun thing to do. Also, it's fun just to make it if you don't have anything on the bottom, and it's nice to have it as a tag inside of you know, a larger journal that maybe has the theme. And then I put in some of the smaller ones, and those could fit in here kind of cute, the pattern that's a little bit smaller. And then also, I don't think I have one right now, but I cut with this pattern. I cut some upholstery fabric, and then I sewed them together and I stuffed them, and I made like a pin cushion with that. And so when you have fabric that's more like, you know, upholstery or tapestry, you got all these strings you can play around with and manipulate, and it looks kind of cute. So that's something else that you can do. So that's why I include that pattern, because there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do with it. And a lot of you have your own fabric stashes that you could play with. But sometimes you just need an idea of what to do with all that crazy stuff. So that's what we can do. Do you guys need buttons? Or do most of you ladies have enough buttons? When I talk buttons, I mean just a few buttons in the kit. That's what I'm wondering. Do you guys have, in other words, is there anybody who needs, not wants? If you're a person, what size is what? What size is it? Kathleen, what size is what? Everybody has, I think everyone. So if you're out there and you're not a sewer and you don't have buttons and you buy the kit, let me know and I'll put a few buttons in. Just don't tell anybody. Shh. Don't tell anybody. But I'll put in a few buttons so you can add them. Because actually, I didn't put any buttons in mine, but it would look really super cute if there were some buttons in here. So just put a notation. Rosemary, I don't have any buttons. Can I have a few buttons? Let me know. And that's only for people that don't have buttons. Because I'm not a hoarder of buttons. I don't have like oodles of buttons. But I have enough to share with you guys. Okay. Oh, if you're talking about this, the size of the, if you're talking about the size of this, when it's closed, not counting all the protrusions, it's about 5 1/4. I mean, then you got all these little dangly things all over the place. And across, it's about 4 1/2 before you add all the stuff falling all over the place. And I like it. I like that. Oh yeah, I think I saw that, Janice, where they had this little jar with some buttons. And that's only $1. That's a really cool deal. So yeah, just put a notation if you want a few little handful of buttons. And it won't matter to you guys because you're you know, if you want one, you've got the first dibs right now. But if they sell out, I have enough of all the fabric stuff to make more. What I don't have any more of are the scissors. So, whoops, what was that? That's weird. I heard something very weird outside. Hmm. Anyway, I don't have any more scissors. So, if somebody comes in later and wants one, I can make the whole kit, but they're not going to come with a pair of scissors. So, just that. Good night, like she's broke. I guess when she goes to sleep, her money multiplies, so she'll have more tomorrow. Oh. Good night, Elaine. Stay cool. But no, it's a good thing, Suzanne, because like there's a lot of people that don't have any of these supplies, and that's why they like to get the kits. So that was, I mean, maybe you were joking, but it was a good thing to bring up. Um, because some people maybe they don't have any and they'd like to have a couple. So I don't have a problem putting those in there. Even though I know you're trying to be a troublemaker, but it was a good idea. Yeah, if she robs a bank in her sleep. That could happen. That could happen. Oh, she needs the protrusions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a little bag of protrusions right there. Oh, under a fan even. Oh my gosh. Okay, Dorinda, thank you. I know she got really now see this is funny. I think probably Laura has everything that's in this pack except maybe these button cards. She has, I know, I've seen her with all the fabric and stuff, and she has all that stuff. But she just got all excited about the kit. She goes, "Oh, I think I'm gonna have to get one of those." And I'm going, "Oh my goodness." She's got everything. Yeah, exactly, Dorinda. Got to enable each other. Oh. So yeah, it's a good idea that these go out a little earlier because of what's going on with the mail. So I already sent out about 4 that never made it, and I know exactly where they are. They're in California in a distribution center. They've been there for over 2 weeks just sitting there. And I just feel horrible, um, that they didn't make it to the person that bought it. So I just sent them out a new one because they bought it. Those particular ones, what makes me feel even worse is those particular ones have supported me from day one. They bought every single one of my kits. So I don't, they support me, so I have to support them. So I sent them out, and now I'm just going to have to argue with the post office. At the very least, I'm going to try and get my postage back, because these things they're not insured. So even if they say they lose it, they're not insured. Because then it starts costing too much to get things insured. So so the only thing that I could argue with them is they didn't perform their service, and I need my postage money back. The kits are $35, $4 postage. So $39. And those of you that just got here, if you're in the Caboodle kit, I have launched the plaster workshop. I'm so excited. It only took me about a year and a half to get it all done. I can't believe it took that long. Oh, I just kept dragging my feet and not doing it. So it's up, and if you're in the group, um there's a little discount. And then when I go live, it's not live on YouTube yet, the promo for it. Then when I go live, then it'll just go back to regular price. But I'm excited that I got it done. I mean, it's a relief. It's a real relief for it to be done and over with. I cannot tell you. So now I hope I don't get confused over on PayPal who's getting a kit and who's getting the workshop. Oh, they're different prices. That's how I'll know. Hello, wake up, Rosemary. They're different prices. Oh, well, that'll save me. Oh no, Elaine. The workshop video. Once I get off of here, then I'm gonna put the links into the Facebook group, and so it'll be immediately. So when you wake up in the morning, you can start watching. Yeah, prices are different. So yeah, it'll be available in the morning. I'll do that once I get off of here. Or did I already put it up there? No, I don't think I did. Okay. Okay, Dorinda. I just thought you were being generous. She wants something in return for the money. Oh my gosh. How rude. Oh, and just so you know, woohoo, thanks. On YouTube or through Facebook group. Or if you're talking about the workshop, I put all the videos are on private on YouTube, but I'll provide you the link in the Facebook group that I'm going to put you all in for whoever purchased. You'll be put in the Facebook group that's just for the workshop, and the link will be in that Facebook group, and that link will take you to a private a YouTube listing. If that was your question. Okay, Janice, thank you for keeping us company. Yeah, go settle down, girl. Go settle down. Well, ladies, it is already going to be 1:30. So I think we have chit-chatted enough. I've given you a lot of info. You've given me some good feedback. And I think we're ready to say adios, amigos. Oh, and before I do, I found a place. Let me see if I can put the link. You guys may already know about it, but I just found about it today. A place where you can watch a whole bunch of cool movies for free. For free, ladies. Let me get you the link. And then you let me know if you already know about this place. It is called Tubi. I don't know if you are familiar with Tubi. Copy. You get to watch free movies. I watched Good Night Lily. I watched an Alfred Hitchcock movie, Dial M for Murder, last night. Here's the link. And then, well, that's linked right to that movie, but up on the upper left hand corner, it says browse or something like that. And that takes you to all of the movies. And there's newer ones, there's older ones, there's all kinds. Classics, um, probably pretty much whatever you guys like, it's probably there. No, Gigi's saying good night to everybody, but that's because we're going to bed. She just woke up. So Gigi, do you have coffee or do you have tea in the morning? What's your preference? We talked about coffee all night. Yeah, and what I like about that website is all the movies are like perfectly clear. They've like redigitized or something. They're just excellent. Because sometimes you watch movies and they're a little grainy and whatever. These aren't. They're all really cool. You're welcome. Happy movie watching. Coffee. Ooh, Gigi likes her coffee. Well, we were talking about all the different ways we like our coffees. I kind of adulterate mine. I put sugar and cream. Hey, that would be a nice name for a coffee shop. Adulterated coffee. Come here and adulterate your coffee. Ooh, sounds interesting. Now, if anybody could leave their home, they might come and drink some of my coffee. Where are you going, honey? I'm going over that adulteress. She makes a great cup of coffee. Okay, so everybody, have you gotten that link? It's going to be leaving. Oh, is that where you went first? What's going? What they're yeah, that's what you should do. Because if they're gonna be leaving, you better hurry up and watch it. Oh yeah, to make wake up. Exactly. You have to wake up with that caffeine. Okay, ladies, get the link and go watch some movies if you're still staying up or if you're just waking up this morning. If you can get that link, some things don't show in all countries, but hopefully you can take advantage of that link. All right. Talk to you ladies soon. And oh, Sharon's still here. Oh, she's been listening. Oh, yeah, she was working there cleaning up or something. All right. So I'll talk to you guys soon. And I'll be setting this stuff up when I get off right now. I'll be over at the Facebook page setting that all up. Okay. All righty. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming over and keeping me company.